everybody, it's Tommy and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another episode in What Would a Disney Character Look Like as a Pokemon Trainer, where I combine the two ideas together and do some Disney characters in a little bit more of a modern style, a little bit of a Pokemon style fashion-wise, and then most importantly, pick out their main 6 Pokemon that I believe they would be carrying in their party. So if you've missed it, I already did Princess Ariel and picked out her 6 main Pokemon and explained all of my reasoning behind that, as well as designed her. So if you're interested in more for this series, that video will be linked at the end of this one. But if not, and you're just here to see Belle, we're going to talk a little bit about the 6 Pokemon that I have chosen for Belle. So we're starting out with Litwick. And Litwick, I feel like, makes a lot of sense. It's a really cool representation of Lumiere, who is obviously a main character in Beauty and the Beast as well. I wanted to have a candle Pokemon. We are so lucky, or I am, that we happen to have one. I also feel like Ghost and Fire type Pokemon make a lot of sense for Belle, and you're going to see me pick a lot of Pokemon in that direction throughout this video. But again, representing Lumiere makes sense with the castle, carrying around candles, things like that. So we have Litwick. Then moving on to probably another very obvious choice, Roselia. So roses are obviously represented with Belle a lot. You're going to see on her outfit that I have chosen to put roses everywhere that I possibly could, and the entire story of Beauty and the Beast is literally based around a rose. So to have a rose Pokemon, again, makes so much sense, and Roselia is just that in her name and in the fact that she has 2 roses as a part of like her character design. So moving on to the next one, and people are either going to completely disagree with me on this one or get 100% where I am coming from. I chose Entei. So I wanted to have a Pokemon that could represent the Beast, and when I was growing up, Entei to me was always known as a Beast Pokemon, and I know that it is more accurately called a legendary dog, but when you Google Beast Pokemon, you get Entei, and I feel like Entei looks like the Beast a lot. I feel like Belle really needs a big, major, beefy, strong Pokemon for protection and to really like amp up her party, and I feel like she would see a Pokemon like Entei and just love it dearly in ways that other people maybe couldn't. So I feel like it's a really, really fun choice and a good representation, again, of the Beast. So that's why I decided on that one. Moving on to a newer-ish Pokemon that I'm not super familiar with, I have chosen Chandelure. So Chandelure is literally a chandelier, and I feel like, again, that coordinates really well with the castle. She spends a lot of time in the castle, most of the story takes place there, and it's a ghost type Pokemon. It also has like a lot of fire. It reminds me of Litwick very much, obviously, and it feels like something that she would pick as kind of a really cool representation of the castle, representation of her new life, and makes a lot of sense to me. Then moving on, we have Alolan Vulpix. So again, probably a very strange choice for some of you, but hear me out. Some of the scenes in Beauty and the Beast take place in the middle of winter, and she also has an entire movie that is taking place in the winter time, and I wanted to have a Pokemon that represented that winter theme throughout, and I also really like the idea of it being a fox, which is very powerful, prideful. Foxes know what they want, a lot like Belle. They are very headstrong, and Vulpix is also, in its normal version, a fire Pokemon, which, like I said before, I feel like represents Belle and her soul so much. And then lastly, I have chosen Mareep. So a lot of where the story of Beauty and the Beast takes place, there's a lot of farmland. You see a lot of sheep throughout the movie, and I just felt like it made so much sense for her to have some kind of a sheep Pokemon to represent her old life of where she used to live in the village before the entire story takes place. And those are the 6 that I've chosen. That is the end of the video. Let me know what you think of my choices and which 6 would you have picked for Belle. Who else would you like to see? Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time I post, and I will talk to you all in the next one.